Hello everybody and welcome. Well, this time not really to Duel of Champions, even though what you see out there is Duel of Champions. This is not entirely gonna be Duel of Champions, because what we're getting today, well, we're getting to a story time. Yes, you heard me right, a story time. And today's story will be how I wasted 3 fucking days of my life dealing with the broken Duel of Champions. That's why you're seeing Duel of Champions in the background. Honestly, just FYI, I don't know what you're seeing right now because I'm recording it totally without looking at the stuff. I'm just gonna use some footage of what happened before and just cut it in here somehow, just so you have something to watch instead of me just rambling. And the footage actually will be relevant to the stuff. So yeah, just like I said in the last video, I mentioned that I'm gonna do something like this, so now I'm doing it. And I said that I'll probably write myself some sort of a script and do a scripted stuff, but honestly no, that's not another thing for me. Honestly, I was trying to write some sort of script, but I kinda failed miserably, and I figured out to screw it. I'm more into improv than going for a script. So I discarded the idea of a script. Anyway, yeah, first of all I probably should say why I decided to make this video, and yeah, because probably someone could say that it's not really relevant and I probably shouldn't, and oh my god, the game is broken, why so much fuss about it? Well, yeah, so much fuss about it because the week before, it was actually, I don't remember, should take a look at the calendar, but I think it was somewhere about, probably still in November. Yeah, probably, or was it already December? 2nd of December, probably? It might have been. Yeah, anyway, I politely asked, what would you like to see? Even though I said that we'll probably go with the drafts, because I must say I'm having a lot of fun with those draft tournaments. This is really interesting, you know. And of course, in the worst case scenario, you could just blame the deck. Oh, it was the bad deck, it wasn't that I suck. I'm a great player, but you know, those cards that they offered me, etc, etc. No, JK, we all know that I suck. And no amount of RNG will change that. But anyway, I said that, yeah, I'm gonna do draft, but I asked you if anyone wants anything else in particular, and you did reply. Actually, one person replied. Yes, I'm talking about you, Proton Cannon. Hello. Saying that he wants more draft. Yeah, better one than no one, so I was okay. We're gonna do drafts. So here I went, launched the Duel of Champions, had a little bit of rambling about the game, and I chosen the draft. I started talking about the heroes available. Many available heroes, well, not that many. The standard 4, okay? So that's nothing extraordinary about it. But I was talking about those heroes. Yeah, and why I was rambling about the pros and cons of every one of them, I misclicked. Okay, yeah, it happens. I just pressed the leftmost button away of any cards, so they get back to the shrunken form of miniatures. And now I'm fucked because I don't know if I have finished the main point of why I'm making this video. No, I probably didn't. Yeah, I basically wanted to end up with saying that you wanted draft, so I wanted to do draft, and I was trying to do draft, but in the end I wasn't able to do draft. So it's a sort of a, how do you call it? apology. No, not quite. Excuse. Yeah, probably is what I was looking for. That was a sort of excuse on my end. So yeah, I just kind of felt obliged to explain what happened. So yeah, that's like the reasons behind this video and why I'm even making it. Okay. The other reason, actually, so to speak, is that I really like. Well, actually, I really don't like recorded footage to get wasted. So yeah, let's get slowly into it, and I'll probably get to it anyway later on. It was Saturday, actually. Yeah, I know, quite unusual. I usually record on Mondays, but I was sitting there. It was Saturday, and I'm like, hell, I have time. Okay, I'm not doing anything in particular right now. I'm free to go. So I probably won't be able to record anything on Monday because reasons. I actually knew in before that I probably wouldn't be able to record anything on Monday. So I was like, yeah, I'll probably just give it up recording on Monday, and I'll just do my best and record on Saturday. Not that huge of a difference. I think we'll be okay with it. So I went there. I launched the Duel of Champions, and I started playing. Yeah, as I said before, I rambled a little bit, and I went straight into the draft tournament. And I was there talking about those cards, mistakenly clicking the Amar, and the shit happened. That's when the shit really happened. Well, yeah, then we'll probably have a few minutes of me swearing why no one has ever tried to make an undo button there and trying to put the Amar back. I was really pissed. But in the end of the day, I was like, okay, catch yourself together, man. You can do it, okay? It is possible to play with this one way or another. Worst case scenario, you'll just waste the 3 fights and get some gold out of it, and a free pack. So it's not the end of the world. You can live with it. So I went on and started building this deck, and I was building, and my god, so much struggle that I had with this deck. I just couldn't find the good cards to use there. Why? Well, simply because Amar, and I really didn't knew what I want to do with Amar. It was really troublesome. But anyway, yeah, I've spent literally about 40 minutes or so trying to get this deck working. And I was at picking some card. I can't really remember what card was it at this point. But I ended up with 4 cards to pick. And one of them was I'm looking at the game in the background, at the recording, trying to see if I can tell what card was it. I was at 40 something cards, 45 probably. No, I couldn't have been at 45. Or could I have been? I'm looking at the recording right now. Okay, yeah. I was at 45 cards. I think I was about to take me probably what is it called? The ice spikes or something like this, and the game crashed. Like simply crashed. The usual crash thing, but I was like, okay, let's get back to it. I restarted the game. I was like, okay, I won't be able to record on Monday, so I have to get the shit done. Okay, Okay, so I went there, launched the game, relaunched the recording. I said that, oh crap, stuff broke. Let's get back to making a deck. And I'm entering this deck, and I'm still at 45 cards. But I see that now I have to choose from the row below, not the one that was previously in the top section for me to choose from. Thus, I wasn't able to pick any of those cards, and it already moved me to the events. Because yes, I was at 45 cards back then. Then obviously I had to choose one of that cards that was presented to me, and then start building the events. Take 4 events, and then I will be set, ready to go. Discard 5 cards from the deck and go fighting. Even though actually with me getting a 40-something minute long video, I probably won't be able to record any fighting. But then I was confused. I picked the event. I was really curious. In the worst case scenario, I thought that okay, it broke. Now it's gonna toss 5 more events at me, and then I'll have to discard like 4 regular cards and 1 event. But then I took the event, and shit, nothing happened. You see, like there is. I'll probably cut this part of the video in here for you to see. There was like no new cards appearing. Like it was all the events I needed, and then I ended with 40 out of 50 cards. I was missing 2 cards, 1 regular card like creature, spell, fortune, or building, and 1 event. I was really confused. I didn't know what to do, so I was thinking that maybe if I'll go back and re-enter, then it will drop the cards at me. So I, get back to the homepage, and then re-enter the tournament, and shit, it's dropping me new heroes. For a second, I was like, okay, I guess that I could do something with those heroes. Probably, I'll take a hero, then I'll take 1 more card. I'll be at 50, and I'll just discard that hero, because obviously I cannot have 2 heroes. I'll discard the card that came with the hero, and then I'll be able to play. But then I realized, shit, I won't be able to play. I'm lacking one. I'm lacking one. What are they called? I'm lacking one. I'm lacking 1 event. That's the name of the cards. So I thought it's gonna be bad. I really don't know what's gonna happen about it. So yeah, I left in order to re-enter again, see if anything fixes, but it did not fix, and that was a huge problem. I was really confused. What am I supposed to do now? Because I cannot even end the recording and say, okay guys, at least we've built a deck for the upcoming drafts. Yeah, but I exit, I re-enter the tournament, and crap, there are like those four new heroes that it already dropped me before. Well, I was at 48 cards, but no new cards to choose from. None of the cards that I've chosen before. So at this point, I was like, okay, so it probably broke. It probably reset the entire Ammar build I've made, and now it wants me to build on a new hero. But I knew that it's gonna be bad because I won't be able to do etc. Because time's money, and I don't really have a lot of money. Neither do I have time. So I was really angry at it. But I was like, okay, so we're fucked. But I'm gonna try to build a new deck based on whatever. We're not gonna make a new video of deck building because this one took way too long. Yeah, and that's why I usually don't do deck buildings, because building a deck takes something about 2 duels time or something like this. So I wonder. I was trying to do stuffs. I think I ended the recording, and I was like, okay, I need to do stuff. But I was like, shit, I cannot do stuff right now, okay? Because stuff is happening. I've wasted my hour that I could have spent on recording, and it actually yielded nothing to me. So that was a very, very bad situation. And I was like, shit, I cannot really leave you guys with nothing to watch. Because what am I gonna do then? Okay, this is gonna be really, really bad. Then, furthermore, what happened? I was like, but shit. Well, what am I gonna drop something like this? Well, yeah, I guess that's better than nothing. And there was actually the second part of the equation, which is me really not... Wait, can I really say like that? Me not liking? That sounds like a caveman English. Me not liking wasting footage. Yeah, that is utterly bad. I don't even know how the hell I've created it. But anyways, yeah, I've decided to, you know, save it, because as I said, I really don't like wasting footage. You know, if I have something recorded, god damn it, I want to preserve it. I don't really want it to go to waste. Yeah, that's why I still have a one totally useless clip of Borderlands being bugged where I played with my friend. There's like totally nothing happening in that clip. It's just me and my friend being under the map in Borderlands. And yeah, I thought that I maybe will use that clip for something later on in the future, but I never did. And I actually never really decided to get rid of it. So yeah, I don't know, maybe I will use it someday. But anyway, yeah, so I was like, okay, I probably won't be able to record anything this week, so we're totally screwed. So okay, drop it. You know, I said, okay, let's do it. We're gonna drop it. So I went there, I rendered the video, and I was pretty much ready to upload it to YouTube. But it was hanging on my hard drive, being cool. And then the Wednesday happened, and the Wednesday was so flippin' good. So much good stuff happened there, there. And namely, I was able to record something that doesn't really happen on Wednesdays now, because of my schedule and stuff. But you know, the situation allowed me to do it, so I was like, oh, so freaking happy. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna solve all my freaking problems. I'm gonna record something new, something good. But the draft is still broken. And I actually thought that, you know, screw it, if not this week, then I'm gonna deal with the deck building right now, and I'm gonna go and build something, and I'm gonna use it in the next week's video. So I was still trying to build this deck. I was entering once and twice and for the third time. Every time with the very same result. Like when I left the game on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. No, it was Saturday. Yeah, when I gave up the game on Saturday with whatever was there, I said, okay, I've got enough. I'm not gonna deal with it anymore today. But then the Saturday came up. Sunday. Yeah. Then the Sunday came up, so I was like, okay, let's maybe, you know, check out how the deck's doing. So I entered there. And shit, nothing happened. I was like, no, that's bad. That's bad. Why are you not working? Come on. That's bad. So I went there. And I tried to do stuff, and nothing happened. I mean, not nothing happened. Stuff happened, okay? I re-entered the game, and as you've seen on this material here, at the end of Saturday's video, I was convinced that now the Armor decks reset, and now I'll just have to build a new deck. So I decided on Syria, okay, and I started playing with the Syria. I was adding those cards, and it was all fun. But when I left the game and I re-entered the game, it turned out that not Syria but Cassandra, but actually I fucked up the chronology here totally. It was basically I left the game, the next day I re-entered, and it turned out to be full of academy creatures, because the whole Ammar deck I did was there. So at this point I knew one thing: okay, if I launch the game like from the scratch, it shows it shows the Ammar deck, but as soon as, while seeing the Ammar deck and the heroes to be chosen, I go back home and then re-enter the draft tournament card picking screen thingy, whatever, then it's gonna, you know, go to waste, and none of those cards will appear there. So at this point I was just curious, okay, so what will happen if I'll start adding the cards beyond the point of 50? Will it even allow me to add the cards beyond the 50 mark, or you know, will I just take a couple of cards and I'll be sent back to the playing screen? I kinda did not want it, because I knew that in this case I would be totally screwed, because Ammar lacks one event, and the rules of draft tournament says that you need to have 4 events, otherwise you cannot play, your deck is not liable, and stuff like that. So I was okay, we'll see, and I started picking those cards. I picked Cassandra. I was like, okay, out of those heroes that gave me, I wanna go with Cassandra. Anyway, I wanted to go with Haven anyway, because I wanted to go with Kiran, but of course the game had to screw me and gave me the Ammar because I misclicked. And I started dropping those cards, and what do you know? You can get above 50 cards in such a situation. Just like this, you know, that the cards just were popping. I've spent a few minutes building a deck like this, but then I realized that it's not actually making any sense, because this probably means that I will be stuck with whatever I'll build for Cassandra. So whatever I'll build for Cassandra will be what I will have to use, and I was fairly okay with it. I tried to kinda consciously take the cards. It wasn't the easiest build, but it was okay. And at some point I realized that it's actually not gonna work, because the stuff, you know, I have to know how am I doing on the cards of all sorts, like how much well, basically the ratio of creature to spells that I have, that I'm not ending up with a deck that has, like, I don't know, like 50 creatures and no spells, because that will be no good at all, and that I'm ending with a deck that has like no creatures at all and 50 spells or something like that. You know, there's a lot of factors that you have to keep in mind when you're building a deck. Keep in mind that you need some cheap creatures for starters. Keep in mind that you need some expensive creatures for late game punch, but keep in mind as well that you need something in the middle for the most of your play. So I just left, I re-entered, and just as expected, the cards for Ammar disappeared, and I was back at deck building for Cassandra. And what happened there? Well, then shit happened. Because while I was building, I took a substantial amount of cards, and I was about to pick what was it? I can't remember the name of the card right now, and I have Duel of Champions turned off, so it will take too long to launch it and see, just to see the name of the card. I wanted to take this light spell, which deals 2 damage to all of your opponent's creatures. You probably recall it. It's like the, yeah. Well, in my opinion, it's like the basic card that you will take if you're playing Haven with, well, not if you're playing Haven, but if you're playing basically anyone with light magic on them. So I was like, okay, we'll do it. I took that spell and it broke. And actually, it did not broke in a way. It broke with the Amar while I was building Amar, but it just tossed me back to main menu. And I was like, okay, what happened? What the flipping hell? And I went back. I pressed the buttons. I entered the draft, and I'm like, oh shit, something's not right. I'm looking at my deck, and I don't have this spell, and I'm pretty sure I clicked on it. Then at this point, I'm like, oh fuck, this is totally bad, because this means that I'll probably be one card short again. That this means if nothing else will get fucked up in the meantime, I'm gonna end up with 49 out of 50 cards, and then it'll drop a new hero on me, which will probably cause even more troubles. But I was like, okay, we'll see where it gets us, because there's literally nothing else I can do with the draft at this point except of continue building it. So I was like, okay, let's do it. So I continued build. I wanted to continue build, but I take a look at those cards, and guess what? I see cards for Amar. I see Academy creatures with earth and water spells available. So at this point, I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh shit, this is an Amar build. And I'm like thinking, like, what the hell is going on now? Is it taking the Amar build right now, and when I get out, is this gonna bring back the Amar cards? Will I take the cards that I needed for Amar? But then I was like, no. It wants me to take way too many cards, and for Amar I was almost done with the deck. So that's definitely not it. I think at this point I discarded the game once again and said I want to rest, I want to think about it, and God knows what else, because this is totally fucked up. But I ended up building with the cards that don't suit me, at all. I just I'm sorry. I was just picking the cards that would go for well, God knows what. But I ended up taking some cards. It had no problem with me whatsoever taking cards. At this point, I was taking the cards pretty much reckless, because I knew that nothing really changes, and I won't be really able to play it. Because now I have half a deck from Haven, half from Academy, and it's gonna be really, really bad. So I picked some more or less random cards, and realized that we're totally fucked up again, because at this point we were at 43 cards, and the events showed up at 44th card picked. The 45th card to pick was supposed to be an event card, which was totally ridiculous, because why would you take the events at this time? That was totally inappropriate. So I knew it's gonna be broken again. So I'm taking some of the events. It actually spawns 4 now instead of 3, so this one was somewhat reassuring. But at the end of those 4 events, it drops heroes again. And fun fact, it drops the same heroes that it did after the Amar broke, as you can probably see. So I exit, I enter again, try to see if anything happens, and guess what? At this point, I'm with Cassandra selected and with cards for Amar. Again, Academy plus Fire and Water. And I'm like, shit. This is totally bad. What am I supposed to do now? Well, at this point, I figured out that the game is probably utterly broken, and no matter what I do now, it will either A, break again and will ask me to try to rebuild this deck, or it will B, hand me up with whatever I create there, toss me back to, you know, go play some duels in your draft, and I'll be left with unplayable deck. Well, actually, thinking about it right now, there is a forfeit button in the tournament screen, so it probably wouldn't be that bad. But back then, I did not I forgot about the existence of this button, so I just went there and said screw it. Screw it. I'm gonna go and bother Ubisoft support. This is the very time I have to bother the Ubisoft support. And it was on Monday, so on Monday, or was it still Sunday? No. I think it was Monday, late Monday evening, when I decided to bother Ubisoft support. And I was really mad at them. Yeah, I entered the support, I entered the write a question or whatever thing, and the form allows you to drop 4,000 signs, as far as I can remember. Yeah, I've used almost all of them. And honestly, if not the limit, I'd probably use more than that. But just because I saw that I'm getting to the limit, I was like, okay. And the thing, and see what they'll reply. Well, as of today, which is actually Thursday evening, no one was eager to reply. Yeah, so screw them. I am really angry at them because, well, Ubisoft support, honestly, probably the only support that's worse than Ubisoft support is the Steam support. And my god, does Steam support sucks. So at this point, I don't really know what's gonna happen next. I have some footage of the broken stuff, so I'm gonna definitely drop it here. And I'm actually running at almost 40 minutes long rant about how the game is broken. So I'll probably end soon. Just about right now. Just to mention, yeah, as I said, I don't really want any footage to get wasted. So what was supposed to be the episode 108, I'm gonna drop it. Yeah, I'm gonna drop it. Look for the annotations or links below in the description, and I'll drop it. I'm still not sure whether I want to drop it as public or should I drop the this video as private only. But I'll definitely drop it. If not today, then probably tomorrow. But I'll definitely drop this rant today. This has to be dropped today because, you know, waiting is bad. Is there anything else I should say? Yeah, I probably should, but I don't really know right now. If I were to make myself some sort of a script, maybe I'd figure it out, but I never bothered. So, if Ubisoft won't reply and I won't be able to figure out how to deal with the issue... Yeah, I did not deal with the issue. I did not really have time. I was struggling with it a little bit on the on Monday. Then I went mad and outraged on the Ubisoft, and then I just on Tuesday I did not have time to do anything. on Wednesday I did the proper video, the Rushing Inferno, which was actually really fun to play. Really good Inferno draws, and I'm one win away from getting the Inferno banner, so expect that in the future. So that will definitely happen. And today it's Thursday. No reply from the YouTube, from the Steam support, Ubisoft support. Sorry, Ubisoft support whatsoever. So I don't know. And it's like, yeah, that's basically all I did today. I did not have time to do, well, basically anything else today. I just came back home, checked the Facebook. Of course, you have to check your Facebook. Someone might have sent a message to you, or someone might have posted image of funny cats on their wall or something, so Facebook is a priority, of course. No, JK. I checked my email in case they made any replies to the case, and I went on and recorded it, so did not have time to investigate the issue. What will happen if I'll fiddle with the deck right now? I'm still stuck with the Cassandra chosen and the Amar cards to be added to Cassandra, so I don't know. I'll probably take some time, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe... Oh no, maybe never. Elder Scrolls Online 3 free weekend starts today, I think. Or tomorrow. No, I think they said it starts today. So I'll probably be out for the entire weekend. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm gonna do for the weekend. No, don't expect any footage. Yeah, if nothing changed since the last time I played Elder Scrolls Online, my computer is hardly able to, sustain the game working in a fairly decent frame rate on its own. So probably if I try to launch the recording while playing, it will be just unplayable and unwatchable. The video will be, because it will be recorded at like 1 frames per second or maybe even less. Yeah, I actually had 0 frames per second at times in certain games, so that's possible. I don't know, maybe it wasn't like really 0 frames per second, but more like, I don't know, a half frame per second, but I don't think that the fraps can show such a value, so it probably won't do good. But if I'll do anything, you'll definitely hear an update on it somewhere around probably the next video, the next Wednesday. So that will be it regarding the issue. And if we're already at it, if we're already sidetracking and discussing the irrelevant stuff, I may say it. Why not? Because I was kind of thinking that, maybe with a little bit of luck, I can go and do some, what I called? Do some improvements to the channel. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. I was actually thinking about maybe going for something new to play. I was thinking about it, and I think that maybe with a little bit of luck, I will be able to record on Thursdays, so maybe that could cut it. Then yeah, maybe with a little bit of editing involved and stuff, I will be able to maybe drop the videos on Fridays or something like this. But actually, yeah, don't get into the schedule because no offense, but you have nothing to do about my schedule. But I just wanted to ask for an opinion because, yeah, I think about getting into a new game, something maybe slightly different, something else. And these being in particular either Torchlight or Don't Starve. One of these two I'm thinking about. Well, actually, I'm not sure how will they record, but I'm feeling fairly confident about my computer handling both of these while recording at the same time. Oh, and when I mean Torchlight, I don't necessarily mean the first Torchlight. Yeah, I just so happen to have both, so if you want Torchlight, it's up to you if you want to relive the story of the first Torchlight, or would you rather see the Torchlight 2 from the beginning, because it was much more better game, even though the first Torchlight was really amazing as well. I was thinking about Diablo 3, but I'm not entirely sure how my computer will handle Diablo 3. I think the Torchlight will be a little bit more, cool on the getting heavy on my computer. So probably Torchlight will be a better idea. Or Don't Starve. In the worst case scenario, you can try to find me on Steam and browse through my Steam library and search if there's anything in particular you'd like to see. And we could see if my computer can handle recording footage from that game, because knowing the limitations of your stuff is the first thing, and I know that my computer is fairly limited. But it's good. Don't get angry, buddy. I do like you. You're doing great for your age. Yeah, definitely it is a powerful beast. So yeah, that's probably it for this story time. I don't know if there is anything I should add, but I forgot. It probably is, but I don't know right now, and it's not really getting to my mind. I might as well drop a survey or a poll, whatever you wanna call it, for what would you like to see in the future. Yeah. So if by the end of getting done with this video and uploading it to YouTube, I'll decide to make a survey, then the link will be probably floating in the what is called, in the annotations somewhere on the screen, or will definitely be in the description, or probably both. Okay, that will be definitely everything I have to say for today. Now I need to sit a little bit, cut the footage and apply to me talking. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. If you'd like to see me ramble more about stuff and not really playing games, feel free to drop a comment, to like the video, to share with your friends. Yeah, like if you have some friends who would really like to watch me play Don't Starve, and that they would like it, but they don't really like cards games, so that they don't really bother with watching my videos because cards. Then you can tell them that I may as well go for Don't Starve. And actually, Don't Starve is having a new expansion. I'm not talking about the Reign of Giants that I totally ignored. Well, no, not really ignored. I think I'm not sure if I want to get the Reign of Giants, because yeah, it's essentially making a freaking difficult game even more difficult. Why would you do that? And the new one had something to do with boats. I don't recall the name of the new, but yeah, it definitely has something to do with boats. Yay, boats for the win. That's obviously it. So, things and stuffs, definitely. Yeah, so once again, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on Wednesday with more Duel of Champions. Yeah. I'm still recording. I have to stop. I don't want to stop. How do I stop? I think I should say something to make it stop, but I don't know what to say. Well, so once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you and I'll see you soon. Take care.